Hello, I'm Malaya, speaking to you directly from the heart of the Philippines. Today, we're going into the one room where most men your age lose their minds and their dignity, the bedroom. Listen closely, because I'm about to drop a truth that might sting your ego but will save your sanity. If you think a young, beautiful Filipina is looking for a 20-year-old Olympic athlete under the sheets, you've already lost the game before the first light goes out. You are killing the mood not because of the silver in your hair or the miles on your odometer, but because you are desperately trying to play a role that simply doesn't belong to you. You're chasing a porn star illusion that exists only in your head and on a screen. Most of you are throwing away your hard-earned money on blue pills and performance gimmicks while ignoring the actual switches that turn a Filipina's heart and her desire on. In the next few minutes, I am going to strip away the lies and reveal the three specific, non-negotiable things we actually crave when the door is locked. None of them require a doctor's prescription, but all of them require you to stop acting like a nervous rookie. Your love life, your confidence, and quite frankly, your respect in her eyes depend on you understanding this shift. Stay with me or keep making the same expensive mistakes. The choice is yours. You arrived with a suitcase full of dreams and perhaps a bit too much hope. You've seen the viral videos of girls crying at the airport and received those "I miss you" messages every hour on WhatsApp before you even packed your bags. But let's be honest for a second. The version of the Philippines you've been sold is a theme park designed to keep your heart racing and your credit card active. Behind the beautiful smiles and the Sir titles often lies a brutal reality. A complex web of family debts, emergency medical bills, and a digital marketplace where love is frequently a performance for the highest bidder. It's a world where the rules are written in a cultural code you haven't been given the key to yet, and the apps you're using are often just a catalog of illusions. But I want you to take a deep breath, because I am not here to judge you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I know it's not your fault that you've been led astray or made to feel like a fool. You come from a culture where a man's word used to be his bond, and where hard work was rewarded with respect. You've spent 40 years building a life, only to find yourself feeling invisible or past your prime in your own hometown. It is only human to reach for the brightest flame when you've been standing in the shadows of a cold, modern dating market for so long. I see the exhaustion in your eyes, the weariness of being treated like a ghost in the West, only to feel like a walking ATM the moment you step off the plane in Manila. You see, in your country, dating has become a loud, chaotic theme park focused on the thrill of the ride. But to a woman who truly values what you bring, you are not a ride. You are the 5-star resort. We aren't looking for the adrenaline of a roller coaster. We are looking for the peace, the stability, and the impeccable service of a premium sanctuary. You've been desperately trying to buy tickets to a game you're too tired to play, while ignoring the fact that you are the most valuable destination on the map. Now that we've cleared the smoke and mirrors, you can finally stop being the tourist and start being the man in charge. To truly understand why you are currently failing in the bedroom, you need to stop thinking like a tourist and start thinking like a developer. You see, in your home country, the dating market has become a chaotic theme park. It is loud, it is expensive, and everything is centered around the thrill of the ride. You feel this immense, crushing pressure to be the fastest roller coaster, the loudest attraction, and the one that provides a 3-minute shot of adrenaline. You think if you aren't looping the loop like a 20-year-old, you aren't worth the price of admission. But here's the secret I've been waiting to tell you. A Filipina is not looking for a day pass to a carnival. She is looking for a lifetime reservation at a 5-star resort. Think about that for a second. A premium resort isn't valued for how fast the elevator travels or how many neon lights are flashing on the roof. It is valued for the atmosphere. It is valued for the impeccable service, the crisp, fresh linens, the absolute silence of the hallways, and the profound feeling that, once you step inside, the chaotic struggle of the outside world simply ceases to exist. In our culture, specifically for a young woman who has grown up in a survival mentality, where every meal is earned and every day is a battle, your resort energy is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Your stability, your calm, and your seasoned wisdom are luxuries she has never tasted. To us, the ride is just one small amenity in the suite. It is the quality of the stay that defines the experience. If the room is messy, the manager is nervous, and the service is non-existent, no one cares how good the pool is. Stop trying to be the sprinting rookie at the theme park and start being the seasoned owner of the sanctuary. When you realize that you are the destination and not just a ticket to a thrill, you finally take control of the map. Now, let's get into the blueprints of this 5-star resort. If you want her to keep booking her stay for the next 20 years, you need to follow the house rules. These are the non-negotiables that separate the experienced owners from the clueless tourists. Rule number 1: the fragrance of stability. Let's be brutally direct. Personal hygiene in the Philippines is not just a habit. It is a religion. We are culturally obsessed with fresco, that feeling of being fresh and clean, taking 2 or even 3 showers a day. If you step into the bedroom smelling like a long day at the mall or a sweaty afternoon walk, you aren't just killing the mood, you are telling her that you've stopped caring about the property. In the hidden logic of a Filipina's mind, your physical presentation is a direct reflection of your life's order. If you are messy with your body, she assumes you are messy with your finances, your emotions, and your future. To her, a man who smells like expensive soap and has soft, groomed skin is a man who has conquered his environment. It signals that you have the resources to take care of yourself, which means you have the resources to take care of her. I've seen men who think their bank account is enough of an aphrodisiac, so they show up for a private meeting looking like they haven't seen a razor or a toothbrush in 48 hours. They wonder why the girl seems distracted or tired when it's time to tend to the garden. She isn't tired, she's repulsed by the lack of respect you've shown the resort. My instruction to you is simple. Your greatest performance enhancer isn't a pill. It's a double shower, a fresh scent, and the discipline to be the cleanest version of yourself. When you smell like a sanctuary, she will want to stay in the room forever. Rule number 2: the provider aphrodisiac. You need to understand that for a Filipina, the bedroom experience doesn't start when the lights go out. It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning when you handle the world like a man. In our culture, security is the ultimate foreplay. When you pay the restaurant bill without looking at the prices, or when you proactively ask if her mother's medicine has been bought, you are setting the scene. You see, most young Filipinas come from a world of survival mode, where every day is a calculation of how to keep the lights on. When she sees you handle the finances with calm, gentleman energy, her nervous system finally relaxes. The hidden truth is that a woman cannot fully enjoy tasting the mango if she is worried about how she's going to pay for the seeds tomorrow. If you are stingy or if you make her audition for every dollar, you are creating a high-pressure environment that makes the bedroom feel like a transaction rather than a retreat. I recall a friend whose partner would complain about performance issues in the evening, yet he spent the whole day arguing over the price of a tricycle ride. He was suffocating her desire with his small-mindedness. If you want her to be truly present when it's time to check the engine, you must first make her feel safe in the world outside. Kindness and stability are your real stamina. Speaking of maps and blueprints, I've put together something even more detailed for the men who are serious about winning here. I have a private list of cultural triggers, the specific words and actions that make a Filipina feel an unbreakable loyalty and a deep physical attraction to you. I can't share all of them here because the algorithm would flag this video in a heartbeat, and I want to keep our little community safe. If you want the internal memo on how to really navigate her heart and her respect, join my newsletter. Think of it as your private GPS for the Philippines. It's free, and it's where I share the truths that are too spicy for the public eye. Just check the link in the description or the first comment. Now, let's get back to the final rule, because this is where most men your age completely trip over their own egos. Rule number 3. The generous captain. Most men are obsessed with duration. They think they need to be a sprinting rookie, lasting for hours to prove they've still got it. But here is the secret. A Filipina isn't looking for a marathon. She's looking for a quality of attention she has never received from younger, selfish men. In our culture, many young women are used to being treated like an afterthought. When you step into the role of the captain, focusing entirely on her comfort and her mutual satisfaction, you become a revelation to her. The hidden reason why this works is that your patience is a sign of your power. A man who isn't in a rush to reach the finish line is a man who is in control of his ship. While the 20-year-old is fast and forgettable, you are the one who knows how to steer the vessel with precision and care. I've seen men get so inside their own heads, worrying about their intimate focus, that they completely forget there is a beautiful woman right in front of them who just wants to feel seen. My instruction is to stop worrying about the event and start focusing on the connection. Use your wisdom to guide the experience. Be the man who notices the details, the man who prioritizes her garden, and you will find that your age becomes the very thing she craves. When you act like the seasoned captain of the resort, she will never want to check out. Now, I need you to listen very carefully because we've reached the part where most of you, even the smartest ones, accidentally sabotage everything you've built. You spend thousands of dollars on maintenance, you follow the rules of the resort, and you try to be the perfect captain. But then, the moment the lights go low and the intimacy begins, you commit the ultimate sin. You apologize. You start making excuses for your body, for your age, or for the fact that you aren't the sprinting rookie you were 40 years ago. You say things like, "I'm sorry, I'm not what I used to be," or, "I hope my belly doesn't bother you." Stop. Right. There. This is the plot twist you never saw coming. The biggest turn-off for a young Filipina isn't your gray hair, your scars, or your intimate focus. It is your insecurity acting like a third person in the bed. When you apologize for your age, you are effectively telling her that she made a mistake in choosing you. You are destroying the protector image she fell for. She didn't choose a 60-year-old man because she was looking for a gymnast. She chose you for the mountain peak energy, the stillness, the wisdom, and the absolute peace that only comes with time. When you act like a victim of your own aging, you force her to become your therapist instead of your partner. The most dangerous scammer in your life isn't a girl looking for a small gift. It is your own ego, convinced that you are less than because of a few wrinkles. If you don't respect the man in the mirror, how can you expect her to? True power isn't in a flat stomach. It's in the quiet confidence of a man who knows his value is timeless. It's time to stop looking for validation and start providing it. When you walk into that room, you aren't a man trying to survive. You are the prize that has already been won. I know I've been tough on you today. I've shown you the shadows, the traps, and the cold, hard reality of the digital marketplace. You might feel a bit bruised, or perhaps you're wondering if the journey is even worth the effort anymore. But listen closely, because I want to clear the air and heal those wounds. I only show you the holes in the road so you can drive your luxury car straight to the destination without a single scratch. The truth is, despite all the noise and the scammers, the Philippines remains the most beautiful place on earth for a man like you to find the deep, soul-stirring connection you've been searching for. There are thousands of incredible, loyal, and deeply affectionate women here who are exhausted by the games of immature boys. They are waiting for a man who has finished his sprinting phase and is finally ready to be the mountain. Your 60 years are not a burden, they are your crown. Your stability, your quiet strength, and the seasoned wisdom in your eyes make you infinitely more attractive than any 20-year-old could ever dream to be. You are not a fallback plan. You are the ultimate prize for a woman who values peace over drama. Now that you have the map, the traps can't touch you. You aren't walking into this blind anymore. You're walking in as a king who knows exactly how to identify his queen. Take a deep breath and stand tall. The best chapter of your life is just beginning. Tell me honestly, after today, do you still feel the need to apologize for the years you've lived? Or have you finally realized that your silver hair is actually the gold she's been searching for? I want to hear your perspective in the comments. Let's start a real conversation. We are on a mission here to make the world a little less lonely and to help good men like you find genuine companionship. If my words saved your sanity today and you'd like to support my simple life here, perhaps a small tip for a bucket of Jollibee chicken or a cold San Miguel beer? It's just my way of saying thank you for your time and your trust. Take care of yourself and never forget your value. Good luck, Captain. See you in the next one.